Hello, in this video I am going to compare the philosophy of Edmund Husserl and Jiddu Krishnamurti regarding their views on the concepts like consciousness, awareness, truth and reality, what they think on this. Husserl, who is considered as the father of phenomenology, his phenomenology is based on the experience of the internal world and what he called it as consciousness. So, consciousness is the basis of his phenomenology, we can say. He says that objects don't exist in themselves. Objects of the external world are constituted in consciousness. By saying this, Husserl doesn't mean that objects are created by consciousness, but he means that they are given their form and meaning through perception, or we can say consciousness. For example, it is not justifiable for this chair to exist unless I or you don't perceive it as a chair. Therefore, we can say his focus is on intentionality. He says that consciousness is always directed or intended toward something, or we can say object. It is always directed towards something. Another concept he talks about is of transcendental ego. Transcendental ego is the center of consciousness according to him. It is this transcendental ego which makes the experiences meaningful. It gives structure to experience. Now he says to know the reality, to know the true nature of things, we need to move from experience to essence. According to him, knowledge can be of two types. One is experiential and another one is essential. So we need to reach this essential knowledge to know the reality, to know the truth. And Husserl has some structured and well scientific method which is called epoche and his reduction method. And you all know that he has three types of reduction method. First one is the phenomenological reduction, then transcendental reduction, and third one is the eidetic reduction, in which what he called the essence, the intuition. So his intuition is itself very systematic. It is not that spiritual kind of intuition, it is different. His intuition was kind of structured and formal, which is established systematically. Now let's see what Krishnamurti has to say here. Krishnamurti's approach was not that systematic and scientific and we can say formal as of Husserl. For Krishnamurti, self-awareness, or we can say choiceless awareness, which depends on direct observation or direct perception of one's mind. So the direct observation or choiceless awareness is important for Krishnamurti. When he says choiceless awareness, what he means by that? Let's see. He says that thought is inherently limited and true understanding comes from a state of awareness beyond thought. Egolessness, what he talks about. In Husserl case, he was talking about the transcendental ego. He was focusing on it. He says that it is the center of consciousness. How important it was for us to talk about the transcendental ego. But Krishnamurti is saying that ego itself is just an illusion created by thought. It is the result of a fragmented mind. Liberation itself comes when we remove this barrier of ego. Then only we can get clear perception and understanding of reality. Truth can be understood spontaneously without introducing time and thought or any kind of methods. So किसी प्रकार का मेथड हमें यूज़ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, और जो ट्रुथ है वो स्पॉन्टेनियसली आता है, टाइम और थॉट के परे होता है। वो रियलिटी इज़ इन प्रेजेंट, जो रियलिटी है वो प्रेजेंट में है, तो हमें पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस और कल्चरल इन्फ्लुएंसेस को जो है डिस्कार्ड करने की ज़रूरत है। मतलब कि जो हमारे लिए नोन है, जो चीज़ हम पहले से जानते हैं, जो कि पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस से हमें मिली है, तो उनसे हमें फ्री होने की आवश्यकता है। दैट्स व्हाई ही सेज दैट वी नीड टू गेट द फ्रीडम फ्रॉम द नॉन। ही ऑल्सो सेज दैट ऑब्जर्वर इटसेल्फ इज़ द ऑब्जर्व्ड। कहने का मतलब है जो थिंकर है, वो जिस चीज़ को वो थिंक कर रहा है, उस ऑब्जेक्ट को, तो वो ऑब्जेक्ट और जो ऑब्जर्वर है वो सेम है। Thought creates division in the form of time and space between the observer and the observed. For Krishnamurti, this separation is unreal and misleading. So recognizing this unity between observer and the observed gives us a clear views of ourselves and the world. For Krishnamurti, truth is more about personal experience rather than analysis, like Husserl was doing the analysis in search and establishment of an objective or indubitable truth or knowledge. While Krishnamurti is encouraging people to notice their thoughts, their emotions, everything without following any methods whatsoever. Krishnamurti says that external world is the reflection of the inner world itself. External world mirrors the inner state of human beings. Your inner state decides how things of outside will appear to you. If one wants to see the change in the external world, then fundamental transformation within the individual itself is required. So, in concluding remarks, we can say that Husserl was sought to methodically describe the structures of consciousness and experience through a rigorous phenomenological method, whereas Krishnamurti was concerned with freeing the mind from conditioning and achieving a state of pure direct awareness. Husserl's approach was more of analytical and systematic, while Krishnamurti is more experiential and spiritual. Beside all these differences, we can say these thinkers have inspired their upcoming generations and provide a ground for future thinkers. Husserl influenced major thinkers such as Martin Heidegger, Sartre, Ponti, and Jacques Derrida, while Krishnamurti's work has had a significant influence on spiritual thinkers, educators, psychologists, and physicists also, such as David Bohm. So that's it. We have done with the comparison of philosophy of Husserl and Krishnamurti. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thank you.